Welcome to Sorters here with Kevin Clark. I'm Kevin Clark.
Yeah.
All right, Ian Rapoport's here. What's going on, buddy?
What's up? How are you? Good to be back. Am I your first ever second time guest on the show?
No.
What? Have you ever had somebody more than two?
Yes.
What?
But like
Who?
many people. Like, dude, like Russell Wilson's been on the show 3 times.
Was he on?
You're
from
not even
college
on.
this week?
You're not even on Russell Wilson's level. Mina's been on the show like 7 times. Ryan Russillo, you got a lot of catching up to do. Hey, are you going to pay for the blue check? This seems like it's going to impact you pretty hugely.
I mean, I guess I would. How would I not? I don't know what's going to happen. My guess is it probably goes away because, like everything else, someone throws it out there, everyone goes crazy, and they're like, "Oh, bad idea. Pull that back." I am really curious what the social media response is like. What weird social media am I going to have to join in 6 months when everyone's like, "Wow, Twitter sucks now."
Yeah.
I'm going to have to join this, and I'm going to be like, "Oh, cool," because I'm not like doing enough weird social media where now like I have to post on this thing. And I just don't know what that's going to be, but I will be ready for it. I will be ready for it.
Couple things. Number one is that I feel like there's like maybe 5 people in sports Twitter that would get impersonated more than you. So you've got a lot to lose.
I mean, I feel like the imposters have more to lose than I do.
Is that true?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to me if people impersonate me. Like, people are always like, the only thing that will happen is I'll get like friends and or sources who will call me like, "Yo, why did you not call me before you reported this? Like, that's so messed up." And I'll be like, "Did you check the blue check mark?" Like, "Oh, my bad." Now, if I can't say, "Did you check the blue check mark?" what I can just be like is, "You're an idiot. That's not me." And then they're like, "Oh, okay, but check the blue check mark's a nice way of saying it."
Hey, speaking of I can't believe the story is real. Jeff Saturday is the coach of the Colts now.
I know. I heard about that.
So I'm not surprised of the Reich thing. I'm not even surprised. I guess I am surprised by the Jeff Saturday thing. I saw your report earlier today that it's like he's always around. He's been a consultant. He can be the eyes and ears for Jim Irsay. But then I saw Zach Kiefer's report that was like, this is kind of an audition for Jeff Saturday to get the head job. And I don't know, man. If they want to do like a 8-game experiment where Jeff Saturday comes in and evaluates it, almost like a fucking private equity fund comes in and just like, what's going on here? Who can stay? Who can go? Whatever. But like, if he's gonna get the top job, that's a different question, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes more sense if he's more like the Bobs than he is like, Steve Wilkes. It's weird to me. The whole thing is weird. Everything is weird. Yes, he can be Irsay's eyes and ears. And I think that Irsay right now is kind of like, I thought we were rolling along. I thought we were great. I thought I had some people I trusted who were going to get this thing going the right way. And we were headed the right way. It's all wrong. So what am I missing? And having someone like Saturday, who's like a respected person, come in there and tell him, I think is good. If you think I'm sure Jeff Saturday is an awesome guy, and I'm sure he is a well-respected football mind, but to think that someone who's never done the job can come in and just kind of be the head coach, where all these like really good, talented people, a lot of them minorities, never get the opportunity despite a great resume. Like, you think Jeff Saturday can just come in and like just be the job? Like, if he can, maybe he's more awesome than we think, and more power to him. That's hard to fathom. This is all hard to fathom, honestly.
It's all hard to fathom. Man. My point was, so earlier today, I was like, you know what? Don't promote Gus Bradley. By the way, John Fox is on that staff. Like, how tough is it for John Fox that everybody found out he was on staff because he got passed over for the head coaching job? Like, I had no idea. And so
I think I vaguely knew. I had no
idea. We could do a who he play for random former NFL head coaches who are now assistants. Having said that, so okay, bring in Jeff Saturday's your eyes and ears for 8 games. People were like, well, how is this different from Josh McCown? Because I killed the Texans for wanting to hire Josh McCown.
Right.
And it's because it's a totally different, interim is different than taking over as the main job. I think I'd be so offended if if Jeff Saturday got the permanent job. I think it's a completely different situation there. And like, I think it's a great thing. Like, okay, don't just promote Gus Bradley. We know what Gus Bradley is. Don't promote John Fox. We know what that is. That's fine for 8 games. But like, giving Jeff Saturday the keys to the kingdom, I think is a bridge too far. And that, I don't know, man. Like, Jim Irsay is just a different dude.
Yes, and when the Josh McCown thing came up with the Texans, they were a bunch of different dudes too, and it was Jack Easterby with a big say, and I think culture-wise, like, he wanted this, and, you know, it didn't make a lot of sense, except that Josh McCown is an awesome dude, as is Jeff Saturday, and you can get far in life by being an awesome person. I wouldn't know, but
yeah, I was gonna say, you've probably heard stories of what it's like to be an awesome
well,
dude.
I've met people who are great people.
Do they try to get away from you pretty quickly?
Yeah. I met McCown a couple times.
Yeah?
Seems like a great guy. Great hair.
My recommendation to Josh McCown is to get like a quarterback coach job somewhere.
My recommendation to Josh McCown is to take all the money that he made in the NFL and play golf a lot and coach high school football.
He apparently also wants an NFL job, to which I say, like, start at quality control, start a quarterback coach, move up the ladder, or just be friends with Jim Irsay. Either one. That
does help. This is all truly amazing. And Irsay is a different dude, but so going back to the Frank Reich thing, I kind of feel for him a little bit because I really do think he's a good coach. And just from a straight up X's and O's standpoint, he is extremely brilliant. Benching Matt Ryan set this whole thing in motion. Like, once you start pointing fingers, then eventually it comes around. I just can't believe it happened this quickly.
I can't believe it either, but I don't know. I'm like, the whole thing I think there was extreme skepticism about the Colts quarterback strategy to begin with. Like, there are people in the league who are like, we don't want to be the Colts. And they want to draft a guy top 10 and then just go from there, right? Like, part of the reason that it's bad to rely on quarterbacks to become available is because most quarterbacks, not all, most quarterbacks become available for a reason. Like, for every Matthew Stafford, there's a Carson Wentz. In fact, there might be 3 Carson Wentzes.
I mean, there were this offseason, right? There was actual
Carson Wentz.
There was Russell Wilson. There was Matt Ryan. That's 3 Carson Wentzes in one offseason. And I think, that's one thing. Like, if you look at what Ballard has done, and I think he's, universally respected and a very good guy, he's never really taken a big swing at quarterback, and it's been 5 years.
Hey, I'm moving vaguely close to you in a couple of weeks. Give me suburban dad tips.
Okay. Suburban dad tips. Become good at grilling, because all the best suburban dad interactions come when you're on the grill and you're dealing with, steaks and whatever. And then like other dads that come by, they'll be like, what kind of rub do you use? Do you tempt that? You tempt that? Can I get you a beer? And then like, if you're a man in the grill, it's on the other dads to come get you a beer. Like, those are great suburban dad interactions.
So if I'm on the grill, someone has to get me a beer.
They don't have to, but they will. It is their job to make sure that you have a beer in one hand and can have the other hand for the steaks. Would you like more? I have plenty more.
I mean, anything you got. I don't know anything. I haven't lived in the suburbs in my entire life. I'm from downtown Orlando, and then I lived in cities for the past 10 years, so I don't know anything about the suburbs.
And no kids, right?
Not yet. I mean, we got 2 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did you not know that? How have I not told you this?
You keep things pretty quiet, I guess.
I keep things close to the vest.
So here's my best kid thing. At some point you will have a kid, maybe multiple, and this person will play sports, theoretically. Mm-hmm. You're in sports, you're mildly athletic, though golf would decide otherwise, and you will. Here's the best. Me
last week.
I'll bet. Here's the best dad trick ever. Every Saturday morning soccer you should go to, okay? Because it's going to be too early. It'll be like 8 a.m. soccer for the young kids. You'll get there. Everyone will be in sunglasses, preferably after a rough night the night before. And your wives will think that you're like watching the kids, but you're literally just sitting there in a lawn chair hanging out with the other dads while the kids play soccer. It's great. And all the wives are like, wow, I can't believe they got it for soccer. And you're just hanging out. It's great.
But you still have to get up for soccer.
Yeah, but it's not like you're going to sleep through the day anyway. I mean, don't be a waste of a human, you know?
Let's leave it here. Does Jeff Saturday get the head coaching job at the Colts next year?
I don't think so. I mean, they don't even have an offensive coordinator, so I don't know how they're going to function as an organization, but I guess crazier things have happened, so who knows?
So he just comes in and he's the Bobs, and he looks at Sam and Scott Milanovic and Shaq Leonard and just says, what is it that you do here? Is that what you're saying?
Shaq Leonard, we know. Some of the other ones.
Stay.
He can stay.
Everybody else is on notice. It's indie
as
officers.
they should be. As they should be.
Ian Rapoport. See you, buddy.
Later, man. Thank you.